So we are at Aroostook State Park and we are headed up to do the North Peak and the South Peak of Quaggy Jo. When I say we, that is me and my husband, and he's already headed up. And we're starting out with some stairs. Okay, so off we go. Spigot with for water, potable water they said. And up we climb.
Slightly uphill.
Just slightly, huh?
Yeah.
North Peak, 1 mile. So we had a 3-hour drive, almost a 3-hour drive to this park today. It's short hike, but we just wanted to get out of the house. It was nice weather and nice temperature for hiking. It wasn't too hot. And this is where we ended up. So in Aroostook, Maine, and we're at the Aroostook State Park. The bugs are out full force. Time for bug spray.
Well, I'm putting it on. They're out.
Yes. Bugs don't normally bother him, so he must be out pretty bad. Still climbing up. This looks flat, but it isn't. Just some perspective of how high it is. Or how steep it is, I guess. I'm at the bottom and he's only halfway up. Hoping this shows how steep this section is. He says we have to be part mountain goat. My turn. So, we haven't videoed much because it's straight uphill. No switchbacks and some mosquitoes and deer flies. But I know you can't see this, but we do have a view of the lake down there. But I think we're almost to the top, so we'll head up there. The one flat spot on the trail, it seems. Are we there? I see a sign. Nope. So, we're heading North Peak. We'll be coming back that way. And we're headed this way, North Peak. And here we are, North Peak. if that's smoke from all the fires still, or it's just haze. So now we're going downhill back to meet the trail headed to South Peak, another climb. So with all of our breaks and our picture taken and all that, it was only a half hour up to that peak, to North Peak. You could do it much quicker, but again, I stopped for videos, pictures, and bug spray and all that fun stuff, so definitely could do it a bit quicker. So far, this is what the trail looks like headed to South Peak. So you could drive a four-wheeler on it, almost. I see a picnic table and a shelter. Some kind of a tarp that rolls down. I'm assuming bad weather, possibly. And then I also see back here, there's a sign for toilets. So I'm gonna go check them out. We walked by it, actually, the sign. So there's the sign we missed. Oh, look at the ghost pipes. The toilets. And off we go to South Peak, right? Okay. So we're still following the blue blazes. I have one deer fly. Whew, that keeps flying around me. It's annoying. Okay, South Peak this way. So we're headed this way. Downhill. We gotta go downhill and then go back uphill. Climbing back uphill. All right, so we've got a tower here at the top and no view.
Oh no, I think we gotta keep going.
Oh, check this out, South Peak. All right, this is the view. Wow. And I believe that is smoke in the background because we can smell it. So, the fires from Quebec and Ontario. That is where we just came from. And then in behind that, I don't know if you can see, but there's a small airport there. We just had a plane fly over us and land there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so that's North Peak and we're on South Peak. Turned out to be a nice day. Okay, after a brief stop, we're headed down, and we were advised not to take this trail. Apparently it's super steep and treacherous at the moment, so we have to go back. Oh, what was that? Something in the woods. Oh. Look at them all.
Where?
There's a whole whack of them.
Oh,
look.
Oh, they're pheasants.
Yeah, I know, but I just scared like 3 of them.
Because you're near the little ones.
Yeah, the baby was right there.
Yeah.
I heard them when we come up, but I didn't. Whoopsie. The baby one flew up in there.
Yeah. I see it.
Where?
Just went.
Okay. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, there's the little one going again.
She's a little upset at me.
Oh.
But they were right under that bush by the side of the trail. I couldn't do anything. So anyways, we have to go down here a little ways and then take a trail off to the side to go back to the parking lot. That, or we can go back the whole way the way we came, which we are not. Third bug spray stop today.
You have this cover?
Yep. So we're back where we crossed this brook. We've got the sign for South Peak, North Peak. And this is the trail back to the parking lot. So we just came from there. So this just intersects the 3. This is super nice here, walking alongside the brook. Okay, so that trail brings us out into the camping area, which will take us right down to where we were parked. That short walk, and now we turn right back on, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm just gonna show it to you. And that will take us to the parking lot to our car. And we've come upon this called the Castle Tree. Look at this. It is huge. some of these are cross-country trails for skiing in the winter. It's pretty cool. And oddly enough, the only flowers we have seen this whole entire trip are dandelions. And that is it. Okay, take that back. I just found one of these. Back to the car. And my watch is showing just under 2 hours. But that's with all of our stops, except for the big ones on the peak. And this is where we came out. So there's multiple ski trails. Okay, back to the car. Change into some dry clothes. A sweaty mess. And then our 3-hour drive home. Take our time and do some sightseeing. Okay guys, so I'm home now and I just wanted to explain to you better the trail that we had done. So we come into the park here and this is where we parked, and there was Echo Lake. We didn't get a chance to look at that before we left, but anyways, we come up, we left right from that parking lot and went up and up here to the North Peak, and then we come down, or well, actually that's where the shelter was, if you remember that, and then we come down here across the Ridge Trail and then to here, and that's the South Peak. But then when we come down, we come back here and down this Notch Trail and then back here to parking. So the part that we didn't do was this. And I almost forgot, I did ask them about the platform, or not the platform, but the shelter on the North Peak, and asked about camping there. And they said that they do rent it out. It's the same price as a tent spot there at the park. And of course there's no fires, and you would have to carry all your water up and whatnot. But anyways, they do reserve it, so that's good to know. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting and maybe something for a future hike. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a night and enjoy the rest of the evening. It's a nice summer evening, and I'll catch you on the next one.